Hello everyone, welcome to Health and Wellness Podcast and our new episode on oncologist versus oncologist. In our last episode, we spoke about the need to quit tobacco on the occasion of World No Tobacco Day, and today we shall talk about immunotherapy in cancer. The reason why we chose immunotherapy as our topic is, as we all know, cancer treatment is ever evolving and immunotherapy is the one latest in the picture. We are trying to create awareness on immunotherapy as this month, June, is dedicated for its awareness. Before heading on to the topic of immunotherapy, let us understand about our immune system briefly. It is a very powerful weapon against diseases, prevents infections, and also protects us from all the defective cells in the body. But there are limits on immune system's ability to fight cancer on its own because many people with healthy immune systems are still developing cancer. The reasons of which may be the immune system does not see the cancer cells as foreign, or the immune system recognizes the cancer cell but the response might not be strong enough to destroy the cancer, or maybe the cancer cell itself produces some certain substances which is actually fighting against the immune system and protecting the cancer cell. So with this background, let us have a clear understanding on how are we using these factors to treat cancer in detail with Dr. Rushit. Hello Dr. Rushit, welcome. How are you?
Hi Dr. Vijay, I am fine. How are you?
I am good too. Rushit, I'll be just asking you certain questions related to immunotherapy. We are actually talking on it.
Right.
What is immunotherapy and why do you think it is necessary for us to create awareness about it in the present times?
So, cancer immunotherapy is a type of treatment where our own immune system is boosted specifically against the cancer cells. Recent class of immunotherapy molecules which are developed in last 5 to 10 years are approved for various cancers. These immunotherapy molecules have shown very good results in some cancers without traditional chemotherapy like side effects. So I think it is necessary to create awareness about that.
True. Even regularly I am also facing certain questions about immunotherapy, so I think it's the right time for us to create awareness. Do you think immunotherapy is effective against all cancers? And what is the advantage of it over chemotherapy?
So immunotherapy is effective in many cancers and horizon of its use is still expanding. Currently, most indication for the use of immunotherapy are advanced cancer, mainly lung, melanoma, kidney, urinary bladder, lymphoma, breast, and more. There are many ongoing studies which are evaluating role of immunotherapy in initial stages of cancer also. One more thing is when we are considering immunotherapy as an option, we may have to do some test on the biopsy tissue to know if it will work or not. And regarding benefit of over chemotherapy, I must say not all patients benefit from immunotherapy, but those who benefit tend to be long-term survival. So that is the benefit of immunotherapy over chemotherapy, which we do not see with traditional chemotherapy.
So you mean to say that it is not a substitute for chemo, but has to be chosen in certain selected cancers?
Exactly.
How is it administered and what are the side effects?
So immunotherapy drugs are administered intravenously and side effects from immunotherapy are different from what we see with conventional chemotherapy. It also varies among different molecules. Unlike chemotherapy, immunotherapy does not cause alopecia, neutropenia, infections or vomiting commonly. But broadly speaking, possible side effects can be skin rash, diarrhea, cough, generalized weakness, derangement in few hormone levels. But they do not occur in all patients and most of the time they are quite manageable.
Okay. So I think no treatment is without side effects and we always have to balance and choose our treatments.
True.
So my next question is, will immunotherapy be a standalone treatment or it can be combined with other treatments simultaneously?
Currently, immunotherapy can be used as a standalone treatment and also in combination with chemotherapy. It depends on site of cancer as well as also on the patient conditions.
So you mean to say that it is based on strict case-to-case basis?
Yes, it varies.
So in that case, what would be the contraindication for immunotherapy?
Honestly speaking, there are no absolute contraindication of immunotherapy, but we have to be cautious in few conditions like patients having autoimmune diseases, patients who are on long-term immunosuppressive drugs for their kidney or liver transplant, and patients having pre-existing organ dysfunction.
So strict patient's history plays an important role here.
Yes, we have to take patients' current as well as past history.
My next question is, how does immunotherapy impact quality of life of a patient?
So quality of life is very important in context of immunotherapy because in current practice most of the time they are given in advanced cancer. Immunotherapy is generally very well tolerated by most patients as they don't have side effects like conventional chemotherapy medicines. So overall quality of life is very good in this patient. That is what we see in our clinical practice.
Right, it is very good to hear, and quality of life is all that is required. So how often are you advising it, and what are the common cancers in which you have advised?
Currently we see many patients in whom actually immunotherapy is indicated, but due to financial constraints we are able to use it in a handful of patients. Personally, I have used immunotherapy in my lung cancer patients and lymphoma patients, which actually yielded good results.
And Dr. Rushit, there was one question from our listeners. She has asked, does immunotherapy has any effect on future pregnancy planning, particularly after cancer treatment?
So there is not very mature data regarding use of immunotherapy in pregnancy, as few animal studies indicated that there might be increased incidence of stillbirth as well as abortions while using immunotherapy in pregnancy. But also there are many case reports which states that successful outcome of pregnancy with immunotherapy. So we actually need more data and a mature data to come.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Rushit. So I think, my friends, we are concluding this session by just saying that cancer treatments are ever evolving, and day by day we are getting better in controlling it, and immunotherapy is one such step. That's all, my friends. So for any further information or queries, you can visit our personal web pages, the links of which are available on podcast description, or you can directly send us your questions or reviews as voice messages too. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay friends, we'll meet again next time with a very good topic. Till then, good luck and bye bye.